Well, hello and welcome back to episode number 12 for Paradise Hills. This is the Grizzly Bear Sims channel. My name is Jerry. Thank you for returning for another, hopefully fun-filled, exciting episode for you. So it is still day 5, Friday. This is the second episode that I've recorded as part of day 5. And I sort of mentioned, let me just recap. In the first episode of day 5, episode number 11, we took care of all of our fields, did everything that we needed to do for those fields, and the rest of the day, the rest of the Friday, day 5, we will do other things around the farm that obviously need to be done. Yesterday, I realized in day 4, one of the episodes that I recorded for day 4, we did some mowing. We're going to do some mowing again today. I don't think it'll be the entire episode, but we're going to basically kind of repeat and remow some of the areas that we had mowed previous. And because it needs to be done, we need grass, and because we're going to buy some sheep later today, and so yeah, so we need grass for them. They'll need grass and water, and then we just need to stockpile some of our fill our grass storage up. So as I had mentioned, grass grows. I think 6 hours is what it takes to replenish. So it's ready to be cut again. I'm not expecting to get any additional. Um, I'm not expecting to get any additional volume out of it per se. Hopefully, let's see. We will go ahead and run this over just a ways here because there's some good grass up there that we can get, and we don't need that anymore. And we are off once again. So, by the way, between episode 11 and 12, I was talking about the pot roast and everything. Just went upstairs and took the pot roast out of the slow cooker, and man, does it smell good. Took a sneaky little piece off of it. The potatoes, the carrots, the onions, the broth and everything also is just incredible. So I cannot wait to tear into that this evening. And that's exactly what I will be doing when I finish this video. So about an hour away or so from dinner time. Well, actually, it's only 3:30. It's only 3:30 local time. So about an hour and a half. Probably about 5 o'clock, 5:15, something like that. We'll sit down and eat. So, like many teenagers growing up, I cut grass to afford different things. I mean, I didn't have to work. Um, Everything that I needed, my parents obviously provided for, but if I wanted other things, if I wanted a different brand of tennis shoes or a different brand of jeans or whatever, then I would typically buy those from my money that I earned. And but man, I cut lots and lots of yards. Um, Cut yards and clean swimming pools, and I could assure you something like this, that is for sure. All right, well, there we go. I just did a nice edit in there for you all, so you didn't have to watch me mow and pick up grass for a second time in as almost as many days. Um, so this is where our sheep go. This is where our sheep live here, and we are going to go ahead and buy some sheep while we're parked here, and they will magically appear, of course. $300 a piece. So again, if you are bothered by flashes, look away, and we will go ahead and add 25 sheep to our collection, and there they all go. Beautiful sheep. White sheep, brown sheep, black sheep. And let's see how it's gonna be best to what we'll do is we'll come through here, we'll turn around, take an easier approach to things. And then try to back in there. Just like that. And let's see, let's just check our animal inventory here. Sheep 3,000, that's all they need. So we'll take the rest up. We actually had a pretty productive grass collecting exercise. We got basically about 1 3/4 loads of grass off the fields. I'm not 100%. I mentioned when we mowed the last time that the grass would grow back in about 6 hours, 8 hours the next day, something like that. I'm not 100% sure if we got as much grass per if we got as much grass as we did the day before. Some areas I recut from last time, and then some areas were brand new. because I cut a new area around field 3, and it seemed to load up quicker there. It seemed like there was more grass in that location than others. So I don't know what what I may end up doing, because mowing is peaceful and everything, and I like doing that. But I maybe sort of have a feeling that if we add more cows and more sheep, we're probably going to go through a lot more grass than what I can sort of cut the um, from the side areas like that. That it might be in our best interest to buy a field and plant it in grass. We will have to see. I tell you what I should do before we do anything else is let me go ahead and take some water down to the sheep. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go once we do this, we will go down and move some compost. Because we should have I won't say we should have quite a bit of compost. We should have enough compost to actually make it worth our effort. Let me just see how much they're going to need. So they're going to need 1,500. That's good enough right there. 1,500 liters. It would be nice. Now this is a suggestion. It's too late to get it into FS17, so hopefully, it'll be there. But it would be sort of nice, I think. And I think I'm just going to do the exact same thing we did before. Come out here and turn around. Try not to run over any of our freshly bought sheep. But it would be nice if you could fill up. I can't remember which side that we are going to. So let's just assume that Stevie fixed it where we can back in from this angle here and drop water off. I don't know. We'll find out. Yep, he did. Good. Anyway, it would be nice if you could sort of fill the water up, like regardless of how many animals you had. I don't know. But I sort of get that, if you buy up 100 cows, for example, the storage capacities I think are somewhat magic. They magically grow based on the number of animals that you have. I don't know. I'm probably not making any sense. That's okay. That's what my wife says anyways. Most of the time when I'm talking, she's like, huh? What are you on about? And I say, oh, I don't know. She's like, oh, that's what I thought. Okay, put this guy back in here, and then we will hitch up to, actually we won't hitch up to our tipper here. Remember, we have a tipper down at the compost plant, so we will take that down. We will go by and pick up that tipper at the compost plant, as well as take a load of compost down to the greenhouses. We'll get those guys online, or at least get some of the greenhouses online. I'm not sure exactly how much compost we have, but whatever we have, that's what we will take. By the way, I took another little break just a few minutes ago and went back upstairs and carved me off another piece of that pot roast. I will admit I got my hand slapped just a little bit by the wife. She's like, if you keep eating, you're not going to have any left for dinner. But yeah, I think it'll probably be in our best interest to plant one of these larger fields in grass, and that way I can, when I feel like mowing grass, I can go mow grass. I can also set up a course play route and have course play mow the grass and also pick the grass up and bring it and dump it and all that kind of stuff. And again, it's not my intent to create videos that just show course play running amok, but at the same time, grass is going to be something that's going to be needed, I think, and it's probably going to be needed a lot more than what I'm going to want to cut those small areas. Alright, there's our tipper. I see it. I was beginning to maybe doubt myself that I had moved it, because I sometimes do that. Alright, I'm going to have to go out a cab here for a second to see what we need to do. I think we need to drive around here. And Stevie didn't leave a whole lot of room, but he left enough. And there is our compost. So we will go ahead and fill this tipper. This is a 45,000 liter tipper. So we will fill that up if we have that much, and I hope we do. And we will take and go and dump. That's a nice texture for compost, I guess. And there's 45,000 liters of compost. So back up just a little bit and then try to swing wide here, try to miss a chain link fence, and out we go. I've heard that little general store there is for sale. That might be an interesting side business for us. Here we are at our greenhouse facility. We don't need our strobes anymore. So we will move up here and we will just see how much one of these guys will hold. So about 20 about 20,000 liters, it looks like. We've also got a compost bagging facility there as well. And like I said, these potato washers, they output compost. And my backing job is just not very good that time around. Alright, go back and load some more compost and see if we can get these filled. We're already producing products, so that's good. Oop, I cut that corner just a bit too quick. If need be, I'll work off camera and get us some more wood chips. Because like I said before, that's right now, that's the easiest thing that I can get for making compost. Silage is a little bit too that's too expensive of a commodity. Grass right now is also a bit too expensive for us. We need everything that we need, every blade that we can cut. So I think wood chips is going to be wood chips will be our friend right now. The good thing is that the plant's still processing, so everything that I brought down on day 4 is still processing. So and sometimes with these, you know, I was actually thinking about coming up here in day 4 and loading up compost to get the greenhouses going, but then I thought, well, you know, sometimes with these types of systems, sometimes it's best to just let it go overnight, and because you know, I would not have got very much out of the compost machine if I would have come up here yesterday. But this makes 90,000 that we've pulled out. So that's good. Of course, I'm not sure just how quickly the greenhouses will go through their supplies. Obviously, we filled up fertilizer. I believe it was fertilizer was the other commodity, and you know, and thankfully there's only 2. Some of these greenhouses require fuel, you know, fuel, water, seeds, fertilizer. I like this setup because it's only two things. It's only two elements that is required, and you got to kind of, work at it to get the compost. It's not as easy as just bringing um, wheat down and calling it seeds. Okay, so we've got 3 units full. We will go back and see if we can grab another load of compost, see if we can get that last greenhouse going 100%, and it'll be time to wrap this episode up. I'm not really sure how long this episode is going to end up being because I'm going to cut. I just let the recorder run, and it captured all the video from me mowing and picking all the grass up, so I'll cut most of that out. So I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit shorter than normal. I don't think it'll be a full hour, but this session is about an hour and 34 minutes that I've been playing, so the majority of this will come out. Of course, I can sell compost here, but right now I want to I need everything that I can produce. If this will give me 3 full trailers, then this is the equivalent of all the bark or all the wood chips that I brought up. Yeah, and it did, so that's... Compost is also selling. Well, it's not selling that well. Wood chips is obviously more valuable, so I don't mind putting wood chips in to get the compost, but certainly I don't want to put wood chips in to then turn around and sell the compost. had my eyeballs on my TV instead of on the game here. I was watching the score. All right. Let's see if I can hit that. I just want to see what this is over here. We'll see this together. So compost gets compost bags, and they will auto sell. So let's just I want to see what this is over here. What is this? Compost star filling plant. Okay, not sure what that does. Tell you what, we'll put a little bit in both and see what happens. I can back up. We'll leave the rest of this compost in this tipper. And that way, that's how that will go. Actually, we can dump it here. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. I know I didn't really have a lot of dialogue, a lot of commentary in this episode, but anyway, I will do a better job next time. But hopefully you've seen a few things that maybe you've not seen before with the greenhouses. Just to recap, the other day we had put the fertilizer in, so that's all done. So we've got cabbage, pumpkins, maybe some tomatoes, a few other things, probably lettuce, and these auto sell. So Stevie has put these conveyors in, and once the product gets into this red square, they will auto sell, which is cool, you know, because that's just something that you don't have to necessarily worry about. We will eventually plant some potatoes and get potatoes up here washing. At least I know that these are potato washers. I don't know if they will also take beets. We've got a whole bunch of sugar beets, so but it says potato washer, so assuming that's all it washes. But yeah, so that'll be something we'll do. Those are fun. I've actually played the potato washers on other maps of Stevie's, and those are a lot of fun. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, and please come back again soon. Until next time, happy farming. Take care. Bye-bye.